welcome to Knowledge Time classes. In this video again we are going to see how to draw a histogram and a frequency polygon and when to use the Klink sign. See, you understand, this is your classes 140 to 150, 150 to 160, 160 to 170, 170 to 180, 180 to 190 and 190 to 200. What is the shortcut method to find whether you will be using Klink or not? 140 na, you write before this 0 to 140. Now what is the gap between 0 to 140? It is 140. And what is the gap between 140 to 150? It is 10. So this gap and this gap is different. So you will have a Klink mark. Whenever the gap between 0 to first lower limit is different from the other gap of the classes, you will have a Klink mark. Now using the Klink mark, now you can start from here. Maybe you can leave some space. You have 140, then you have 150, 160, 170, 180, 190 and you have 200. So this is your x-axis, they pertain your classes. On y-axis you will be having your frequency. Frequency you see it is up till 20. So we will use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Okay, now you will have your, you can draw this, in fact in the graph paper it will be already drawn only. So for 140 to 150 it is 5. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You understood when we are going to use the Klink mark? We are going to use the Klink mark when the gap between 0 and first lower limit is different from the other classes. If the gap is same, suppose this was, 0, gap was same like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, gap is same, then you will not be using Klink mark. But here the gap between 140 and 150 is different, but between 0 and 140 is 140. So you will use the Klink mark. Now first class is 140 to 150, it is 5. So this is 2, 4, you have 5 in between and you will have. Okay, next is 150 to 160 is 10. So you have 10 over here and you have 150. Always remember for histogram they have to be continuous classes. Okay. Next is 160 to 170, it is 20. Next is 170 to 180 is 9. So this is 8, this is 9 over here. 170 to 180 is 9. 180 to 190 is 6. And 190 to 200 is 2. Always remember one thing, the width of the bar graph of a histogram has to be same. So in your graph paper you will be having the same width. Okay. So you have to ensure that the width should be same. Okay. So now over here, what you will do? This is your histogram. To draw the frequency polygon, what we have to say? First, what you do? This is 140 to 150. Na? So before this, you take one more class. What will be one more class before this? 140 to 150. It will be 130 to 140, and this frequency will be 0. And next is 150, 200 to 210, and again that frequency will be. Now you will draw all the midpoints of all the bars. Here also 140, so you will have 130 over here. 130 to 140 you take the midpoint, and 200 to 210 you take the midpoint. So basically you will be joining the midpoints of the bar graph, the tops. Now you join all of them. And this becomes your frequency polygon. Understood? So this frequency polygon we have drawn using your histogram. Using the histogram. You can also draw the frequency polygon without using the histogram. So how to draw without using the histogram? So let me again show the diagram. To draw the frequency polygon without using the histogram, again you have drawn the clink mark. In this case now you will be using class mark. You will be using class mark. So what is the class mark of 0 to 130 to 140? It will be 135. Here it will be 145. Here it will be 155. Here it will be 165. Here it will be 175. Here it will be 185. And here it will be 195. Here it will be 205. And here it will be okay. So it is correct. Now I have to plot class mark against the frequency. So 135 it will be 0. 145 it will be 5. 145 is 5. 155 is 10. 155 is 10. 165 is 20. 165 is 20. 175 is 9. 175 is 9. 185 is 6. So here is 185. And where is your 6? 185 is 6. 195 is 2. So 195. And this is your 2. And 205 is 0. So these are your points. Use a scale, and you have to use a scale and you connect them. And this becomes your frequency polygon. Understood? So it is, but two things you have to remember very clearly. One is you have to make if the classes are not given continuous, you have to make them continuous. And second, the width of the histogram bar graph has to be same. When to use the clink mark? You have understood this part. So these 3 points are very important while drawing the histogram and the frequency polygon. Okay, please note down this and kindly like and share this video. Also subscribe to this channel and ask your friends as well to do the same. Thank you so much.